God, is it hot? Holy crap. Guys, we're in Florida and it is hot, and I mean like real hot, just like that song. Oh, it's too hot, too hot, too hot, babe, too hot. What's going on YouTube? Yamaha, welcome to the channel. And in today's episode, I'm going to talk about a situation I had on my MT09. Now guys, I know it's been a minute since I made a video on the MT09. As you guys can see, I've been concentrating on my Benelli build. But if you guys want to hear what happened to me over the holiday weekend with the cops on the MT09, stick around, stay tuned, and enjoy.
If any of this content interests you, do me a huge favor. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you want, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification to be notified of all new uploads.
Man, guys, there's nothing better than a beautiful Mustang like that. Woo! That thing was sick. Gotta get gas before we haul ass. Alright guys, so I know it's been a minute since I made a video on my MT09, and guys, I apologize. I just got that little tiny mini bike, the Benelli 135 TNT, and it has been so much fun. So I've been really just trying to upgrade that bike and get it set up the way I do all my bikes, because that's how I am when I get a new toy. And guys, you know, you're guilty of it too. When you get a new toy, all you want to do is work on it, fix it, set it up. That way when you look at it parked in the garage, you're like, yeah, looks good. Well, that's what I've been doing for the last month, and guys, it has come out really nice. And if you haven't checked out those videos, I encourage you to check out those videos on the Benelli 135 TNT if you are interested in getting a mini bike, because guys, I'm telling you, this is the Grom Buster. I don't care what any Honda Grom owner says, they're gonna say it because they're diehard Honda fans. We all get it, but I'm telling you right now, toe to toe, price to price, side to side, it is just as nice. But back to my story. So over the holiday weekend, guys, I figured, what the heck, let me take the 21 MT09 out, let me go enjoy some of those country roads out towards the Ocala National Forest. And that's what I started to do, because guys, riding out there is super peaceful. Nice country roads like this, even bigger and wider, no traffic, no cars, a lot of country, so there's no driveways or pullouts like these here. And all you really have to worry about is wildlife: deers, turtles, raccoons, squirrels, possums, armadillos, and every once in a while maybe a cop tucked away somewhere weird just to catch a speeder out in the country. But for the most part, very peaceful. And it's called the Ocala National Forest. I live in DeBerry, which is Volusia County. It's a little bit northwest of my location, and that's what I went out to do. But on the way out there, guys, you see this car coming towards me? There was a cop coming. As soon as I got right here next to the cop, he flipped on his lights, he did a U-turn and come back. Now guys, this is like 3 miles from my house. All right, I'm on a 4-lane highway with a center turn lane. He actually moved into the center turn lane, and as soon as we were shoulder to shoulder, he flipped on the lights, busted a U-turn and came after me. Now guys, I wasn't speeding, I wasn't popping a wheelie, I wasn't cutting people off in traffic, I was doing nothing but just cruising about 45, just heading out to the country. So right away I thought, man, this guy's gonna pull me over. Then the kind of like, you know, not to stereotype cops, inside of me says, man, he's probably on a call. Just, you know, look back, see what's happening, and just move out the way. So as I look back, I could honestly tell you guys, I knew for a fact this cop was coming to pull me over. So what did I do? I looked back, I pointed at me like going, hey, you're pulling me over? He's like, move over, move over. So guys, I ain't gonna run from the cop. I moved over, and as soon as he came to the side of me, I had the bike off, you know, I had my visor up. I'm like, good morning, officer. He's like, you know why I pulled you over? And I said, well, I know I wasn't speeding. He says, right then and there, I pulled you over because your license plate is obscured. Now guys, to me, that is the biggest lie to pull bikers over. All these cops, not all, I'm not gonna try to stereotype all, but all the ones that are like this guy, just out and about just to try to pull somebody over for no reason, all have to use like a technicality of something in order to pull you over. They have to say something like, you know, your lights out, or you fit the profile of another motorcycle guy in the area messing around, or your license plate is obscured, whatever the case may be. But I knew he was gonna pull me over from the moment he saw me, and I'm gonna get to that in a minute. So I say, well, I've already been through this, officer. My license plate is not obscured. I actually went to court one time over it, and I took pictures of the bike and showed it to the judge. The judge dismissed the case, was like, no, it's good, don't worry about it. I don't even think the cop showed up, so that probably helped me out too. But nevertheless, the judge looked at the pictures, and if there was an issue, maybe he would have said, well, you know, maybe you need to do this or that, whatever. He did not say nothing. Now guys, I used the TST low mount on my 2021 MT09, and it's my favorite bracket. I love it so much, and honestly guys, you can see it from the back of the bike. No questions I have pictures I can show you here in a second, and as you can see the plate. Now, the law in Florida says you have to be able to read the plate from 100 feet away. Guys, have you ever been to the eye clinic? You cannot see letters 20 feet off of a wall, let alone 50, 100 feet, especially on a motorcycle plate, because they are so small and the letters are really about an inch big. So you're talking about an inch letter from 100 feet away, impossible. Now, is it a law where it has to see the plate, like the square whiteness of the plate from 100? Maybe so, and you can. So nevertheless, he says, you know, your license plate is obscure, that's why I pulled you over. I tell him how I've already had this issue, that I took pictures to court, the judge let me off the hook, and guess what? He still wanted to talk about it. Well, you know, these motorcycles come with brackets that are back here that you're supposed to mount the plate on, and I know you modified it, and he's getting into details on how I modify my bike. Now guys, everybody modifies everything. You got these trucks out here that are 15 feet high off the road with big ass 32-inch tires, you know, wheels and all that crap. They're modified. You got lowrider trucks with the plate, you know how they put them kind of sideways like this with neon lights around it? That's modified. So many people modify stuff, so for him to even bring that up was basically like another excuse. And I tell him, I say, hey, you could see it, I know you can, I've checked it, I've looked at it, it's visible, but if you want to give me the ticket, go ahead and give me the ticket. If not, don't worry about it. Then he goes on to say, well, as I was calling in the plate, and I was like, well, bam, right there, he made a comment that he was calling it in. I'm thinking, well, if you're calling it in, obviously you're reading the numbers off the plate. So I kind of mentioned that to him. I said, well, if you're calling it in, I guess you can read it. Then he's like, well, I had to get really, really close up to you because I couldn't read it from far away because it was obscured. Okay, whatever. So then he continues on after that, kind of like trying to like pep talk me into what I should do and, you know, what's legal, what's not legal, yada, yada, yada. Then he says, well, let me ask you this. When you showed the judge these pictures, were you sitting on the bike? And I'm like, no. And then he's like, well, that's the problem, because when you sit on the bike, the plate goes down lower. So now, guys, right away I said, so if I was skinny, this wouldn't be an issue, because guys, Yamaha's 215, 215 pounds of dynamite. I'm a big guy. So I'm assuming that when I sit on the bike, the plate's probably gonna drop, you know, maybe half of an inch, maybe an inch. But to go that low where you can't see the plate, guys, man, I'm calling BS on that one. So I'm thinking, well, if I was skinny, which I'm not, then this wouldn't be an issue, right? He basically said, no, it's still obscured. Like, he, even with that, he didn't want to argue, because he already knew, like, this is the second time in this conversation he's already stuck his foot in his mouth. So I go, all right, man, whatever. It is what it is. Either you give me the ticket or whatever. And he says, look, man, here's the problem. Now he's like getting down to the nitty gritty of why he pulled me over. He goes, man, here, look, here's the problem, sir. He did call me sir. Really, at least with that, he was really polite. He called me sir all the time, so there's no disrespect. And he says, here's the problem, sir. Guys with bikes like yours have the plates like that so they can run from the cops. Boom, bingo. I knew it, man. I knew that's why he pulled me over. He pulled me over because I'm on a naked bike. And guys, not to offend the stunt nation, but we all know that a lot of stunners out there on the road with the stunt out naked bikes, a lot of them have fake plates. And guys, I'm not mad at you about it, man. I get it. You know, you want to have fun, you want to do your thing, no problem. But now all these cops are profiling naked bikes for those reasons. Why? Because they're like, oh, here's a guy probably out here popping willies on the street with an illegal plate, and this is my day to finally pull over the white whale, because maybe he's looking for someone that's got like 100,000 tickets. I'm gonna pull over the white whale and be the hero for the day. Well, guess what? I was not a white whale. He pulled me over intentionally because he was profiling me. That's it. That's simple. He was profiling me, and he pulled me over for that reason. So I was kind of offended even when he said that, because I'm thinking, guys, I'm a minority. I know I don't really promote it too much, and guys, I'm not a racist guy whatsoever, and I love cops. As you see on my videos, I'm very patriotic. I got my Nikki Hayden American flag helmet. I got an American flag hanging in front of my house. So I love red, white, and blue. I love this country. No issues about it. But he's profiling me, and that's a problem that cops have. They profile people without even knowing who the person is. Man, I'm 43 years old. I ain't got time to run from the cops. Guys, I gotta work on Monday. So because he was profiling me, that's why he pulled me over. It wasn't because of my plate. It wasn't because he couldn't read it. He just used it as the excuse to pull me over. Now, Volusia County, I get it. There's a lot of hooligans and you know, people that do shenanigans in your area. I get it. But not everybody on a naked bike is out here trying to break laws and put people's lives at risk. We're out here just to have a good time, enjoy the holiday, and just hang out.
20 minutes later.
That never gets old, ladies and gentlemen.
Now back to the story.
That's the whole point of this video. Naked bikes getting judged out here because of guys doing shenanigans, and now all these cops are gonna stereotype naked bikes, even when you're a 43-year-old, 215-pound old man like me that's gotta work on Monday. So guys, I don't know. Should I move the plate? Should I not move the plate? You tell me. I got pictures. I'm gonna put them on there so you guys can see it. You let me know. Should I keep it, risk it, and just roll the dice? Or should I just move it to not be annoyed by future cops down the road? Because I'm pretty sure they're gonna pull me over again for the exact same thing, just to see if I'm the white whale. And that's it, guys. That's pretty much my video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions, and guys, ride safe, be blessed, take it easy on them filthy streets, and remember, you gotta work on Monday. Peace.